Two Prime Ministers picking up pens, but it's not the document Anthony Albanese was hoping to sign. He was planning to clinch a landmark treaty.
This treaty will elevate our relationship to the status of an alliance.
Instead, the nations inked a communiqué committing to finalise the actual pact. But both sides can still make changes. The Prime Minister denies it's a setback.
This is very positive, very positive. There is no downside in this whatsoever.
This week, the ABC revealed details about the treaty, which will see Australia and PNG promise to defend each other in a military attack. But PNG's cabinet hasn't yet approved the agreement.
Has cabinet approved this treaty?
Which treaty?
The treaty with Australia, the defence treaty.
Oh, it's a work in progress.
It's the second time the Australian PM is leaving a Pacific nation empty-handed after a high-level agreement with Vanuatu hit roadblocks over specific wording in the deal. But in PNG, leaders maintain the hold-up is merely procedural, saying PNG's cabinet couldn't reach quorum on Monday because ministers were out of town during independence celebrations.
We're not running a military dictatorship here. It's a democracy we're running. So you got to allow the process, due process, to complete this course.
Prime Minister Albanese, have there been any foreign attempts to undermine this treaty?
The answer to your question to me is no.
Leaders of both countries still optimistic the deal will be done. Marion Farr, ABC News, Port Moresby.
The Albanese government insists the setback is temporary and the agreement remains on track. But it's still a blow to Labor's ambitions to buttress Australia's strategic influence in the region. Here's Foreign Affairs reporter Stephen Jedgetts.
There's no doubt the government's vaulting Pacific ambitions have been dealt a blow. The Prime Minister was meant to emerge from the last 2 weeks triumphant, holding aloft 2 new agreements. Instead, he's emerging with none. The agreement with PNG, we're told, delayed due to logistical woes. The one with Vanuatu held hostage to that country's notoriously unpredictable internal politics. The coalition says it's an embarrassment, but there are reasons to doubt that this fortnight will represent the graveyard of the government's Pacific ambitions. It was always going to be difficult to coax Pacific nations away from their long-held commitment to non-alignment and to edge closer strategically to Australia. And if these last-minute obstacles can be overcome, as the government insists they will be, then the last fortnight may look more like a blip than a catastrophe in the long run.